Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Monday, the 16th of March. With Robert Murray McShane, we've begun reading through the book of Proverbs, today chapter 3. And in verse 5 we have that well-known memory verse that many Christians have learnt. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Or there's a footnote, and he will direct your paths. This wonderful idea of trusting in the Lord. And trusting in the Lord doesn't mean you sit back and just wait, I'll trust that God's going to do it. You trust in God. You don't trust in yourself and what you think might be best. You always let God direct it. And you submit to him. In all your ways, submit to him. You let him dictate how you behave, what your attitudes are, what your behavior is, what your values are. And as you do that, he directs your paths. And we see that through the scriptures, people being directed by God in the way they should walk because they are submitting to him. And sometimes what God directs us to do when he directs our paths is in terms of worship and morals and things. But sometimes it's just plain practical common sense, which unfortunately sometimes isn't that common. And we see that a little bit later in verse 27. Solomon writes, "Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due when it is in your power to act. Do not say to your neighbor, come back tomorrow and I'll give it to you, when you already have it with you." This wonderful injunction to not to procrastinate, not to delay, act now. If you can, do it. And he says, if you can do good, if you're able to do it, then don't delay doing it. Just do it the minute you can. When your neighbor comes, give them what they asked for, what they need, whatever it is. Don't delay. And as I thought about that, I thought it's not just dealing with your neighbor, it's with all of our lives. Procrastination is never a good thing. If you can do something today and think, well, I'll maybe do it tomorrow, that's a pathway to confusion and dropping the ball and making all sorts of things not happen. And certainly in the church, I found that when you've got committees and people working, there's some people that you are going to do something and they eventually get around to it, which is fine. Sometimes there's some people that need a couple of reminders, and I'm not judging anybody because that's generally the boat I'm in. But there are other people who they're going to do something and the next day you've got it. Or the minute they have the time, they get it done and it's finished and you get on with it. I think that is such a good example and such a good habit to have. So go back to the book of Proverbs and read through. There's great wisdom there, great encouragement. And as we let God direct our paths, as we submit to him and what he tells us to do, we know that he will make our paths straight. As he does that, we're blessed.